What's up, Gemini friends? Welcome to my channel, The Intuitive Teacup. Hope this video finds you all well. We are here to do your monthly career and finances tarot. This is going to be middle of December into middle of January. As you can see, we've got a different backdrop. I am home for the holidays, so a slightly different look here today. But yeah, welcome. And as always, general messages means not everything I say is going to resonate with all the Geminis out there. So as always, I invite you to come into this reading with an open heart and an open mind. Ultimately, it's up to you to discern the messages that you feel are meant for you, that are helpful, that inspire you in some sort of way. Anything that feels foreign or different or just doesn't fit your circumstance or scenario, drop it like it's hot. It means that's not your energy. It's probably a message for someone else. Damn, 10 of Pentacles is bottom of your deck. Oh my goodness, I am into that. But it doesn't come without some burdens, some 10 of Wands, releasing something else. So that's kind of an interesting message for some. That was just a random thing that came up. I gotta shuffle my last deck here. What else do you need to know? Yeah, sometimes messages will resonate for you in a few hours, days, weeks. So be open to receiving messages, not just now, but in the future as well. So yeah, everything else is in the description box below, including the decks I'm using here today, as well as my social media. Check me out. I am the Intuitive Teacup on Facebook and Instagram. And as always, I ask for you to like, share, and subscribe wherever you can, including on this video. That helps me a whole lot, guys. That helps this video gain traction, gets the messages out to those who want to see them and who need to see them. And that's my goal here today. So we're going to hop in. We're going to take one more card for Gemini. 10 of Pentacles, bottom of your deck, though. Hell yeah, Gemini. Hell yeah. One more card for Gemini. Whoop. Career and finances. We will take it. All right, you also have Queen of Wands. Awesome. Some of you are not tapping into your creativity. You have creative ideas, but you're sitting on the potential. You're not like realizing them or bringing them to fruition. And part of that may have to do with just being busy at the holidays or being busy at this time of year, you know, fourth quarter, trying to make ends meet, trying to make your deadlines, your quotas, this and that. It's like untapped potential is what I'm getting with Queen of Wands. And under her is Six of Cups. Interesting. Something about this says to me about like believing the good days are behind you okay, I think it's missing out on some sort of opportunity that could have brought you joy or fulfillment. The potential is still there. The potential is presenting as the queen. But yeah, I'm not surprised this came up because I'm sensing that you're not doing it now. The Six of Cups is a card of the past, specifically the heart space. So maybe this is literally going home to visit your family, going home to visit people from your past, you know, spending time with family or friends, feeling nostalgia, you know, warm, mushy, gushy feelings. But that is sort of impacting your ability to capitalize on some sort of idea. The Queen of Wands is my work hard, play hard queen, my creativity queen, the witch of the deck. She yields the magic wand, right? So yeah, there's something that can be created. Something, I keep hearing creativity, something that can be created, but either your past is affecting your ability to bring it or to like manifest it, or you're just otherwise distracted by the people in your life. It's like fire and water, and something about this, like they're not mixing well. You're caught up on past emotions, or maybe you have a broken heart from the past, and it's in like your ability to see clearly and create is being impacted. I am just getting kind of negatively by the past, or again, you're just preoccupied with the people around you. So yeah, that's kind of a message for some. Let's hop into it rather. So, excuse me, your energy is 8 of Pentacles. So I love that. This is like working hard. And like kicking ass too is sort of what I'm getting from it. I'm sorry the lighting is so bad. I'm going to try and show you the cards as best I can. It's so fuzzy though. So this is my artisan card, the apprenticeship card, the internship card sometimes. It's working tremendously hard to perfect your skill, to be the master of your craft. With this, I love this card. It's a great card in general. It's the idea that you're working so hard, but it's work that you enjoy. So it makes the hours go by very fast. But let's clarify it because I don't know if that's for all of you. Is my deck upside down? Yeah, my deck's upside down. So we'll take this in the upright. The Hierophant, committing to it. That's, yeah, something about you're having trouble committing to it. You haven't been faithful to your skill. You haven't been faithful to this hobby or talent to the point where you're able to spend enough hours where it actually takes off the ground, where it can actually like fly, where again, like magic and creative juices are flowing and projects are coming into fruition. It feels like some of you have, it's fallen off the radar, or it's just not on your priority. And again, that may be seasonal, right? There may be something going on at this time that's distracting you from it. But this, it's funny to me, it's like he's taking a seat on like the sidelines. Like he's taking he's not in the game, he's on the bleachers. It's like you're not active in doing it, and you're preaching to no one. What's so important here is the Hierophant stands before the church, before the congregation. It's a position of leadership where the spoken word is being delivered to other people. There's no one in front of him here. It's like you're alone. So, and I am just getting distracted. And I think it's supposed to be, metaphoric of the Bible. It's like when you have free time, you're not putting it to good use. You're reading magazines, you're on Instagram, you're on Facebook, maybe you're drinking with friends. It could be something like that. There's huge creative potential here, but it's going to require you to like get back to it, to get back on the horse and put in the effort, put in the hours, or else nothing is ever going to come of it. This is like taking some sort of oath to commit a certain number of hours to it, a certain time of day to this skill or this hobby, because I think a lot of you are trying to get something off the ground, but yet you've plateaued. That's the energy that's coming through here. Some of you have already committed yourself to the idea that it could never take off, and like, well, your mindset is going to be a huge part of this. Your faith in it, essentially, right? A spiritual leader. It's a card of Taurus. You have to have faith in this project or it's never going to get off the ground, because if you don't believe in it, no one else is going to believe in it. So if you're preaching this idea to the congregation in metaphor, to the group, telling people you're so excited about this, if you don't actually believe in it, if you don't actually have the work to prove it, it's not going to land anywhere. It's not going to take off. It's not going to be financially successful. That flew out. Reunion. All right. So reconnecting with someone, it could be a business partner. Actually, for a lot of you, it's reunion of, this is like a silly way of phrasing it, but it's the reunion of going back to the time you were dedicating to it, the devotion. This could even be something like an exercise plan. I know that sounds funny, but I keep getting metaphors of like falling off the wagon, cheating on your diet. And again, particularly with your career, that skill or talent that you spend an hour every day at the gym doing this, or you spend an hour every day practicing your skill or your hobby, it's getting back to it. It's reuniting with like a routine. That's what's coming through. You need to establish a routine to perfect this skill, to gain some sort of, it's not just finances though, it's like I'm having trouble finding the word. You need to get back into the practice of doing it, because practice makes perfect. I know that's cheesy, but that's what's coming through. All right, so the challenge or focus in the coming months is the Seven of Wands. Interesting. So this is a card of, do I have it in me? Do I have the strength to keep going? It's all about self-determination. It's a card of Leo, so it's like King of the Jungle, tapping into like your inner strength, your ability to push forward, energy, movement, passion, creativity, that wand energy, and also communicating too. Particularly with the 7, communicating to a group about something. I don't know if maybe some of you have a podcast, or you're like a radio host, or I don't know, some sort of position where you're preaching to the group. Some of you have like fallen off, and with that, it's like you're going to lose followers. You're going to lose subscribers. Something about this is like, yeah, getting back on the horse and thinking in terms of, or having a mindset that is long-term. It's not just living in the moment of that, I'm just giving random examples, that video or that podcast didn't do well this month, so I'm going to slack next month. It's almost like putting it up on your wall as a reminder that you've crossed it off the list. You've done another one. You've done another one. Like those are going to start adding up. And again, into the future, long-term, those are going to be like notches on your belt. Those are going to be things you can be proud of, things you've accomplished, and they're ultimately contributing to like the building of this empire, of this of this independent business you're building, whatever it is for you, of your resume, right? So the underlying energy is justice. Giving your time and energy to the right avenues, to the right people. There's something about feeling exhausted or overwhelmed, but you're not extending your energy into the right avenues or into the right areas. You're spending all your time at work or all your time with your friends, but you need to be working on your side hustle or however that relates to your scenario. Justice is a card of Libra. It's all about balancing the scales. Even if you can't invest all the hours that you used to or would like to in this, again, it's like a drop in the bucket. Eventually it's going to add up. Eventually there will be justice. Eventually the money flow will come, even though you're putting in all this energy and maybe not seeing a lot of money yet. The underlying energy is justice, righting the wrongs, equaling the scales, but it's encouraging you, if you want things to be even, if you want things to be equal, if you want like the peace and balance restored, it's going to require a little bit more push, a little bit more motivation on your end. It's like, yeah, to get back out there and do it. I hate to say this, Gemini, because it sounds so harsh, but I'm getting like laziness is a key factor of why this isn't coming through. And again, no shade, right? I have Gemini in my chart too. You've fallen off the horse and it's like you have a lot of, it's almost like these are representing excuses of why you can't push through. And again, this isn't for everyone, only take it if it resonates. But it's like truth and justice. Are you being honest with yourself? Are these excuses, or are they just kind of like convenient things you're kind of saying, you know, why you can't, you understand what I'm doing? Are they valid excuses, or are they like, flimsy ones? You need to start preaching again. You need to start conducting the orchestra. Both these cards speak to me about leadership positions, and absolutely Queen of Wands, like boss lady, boss mode. They're major arcana, right? Very important, significant leaders, significant moments in your life where you're being asked to take the lead, to take the stage. This is sometimes a card of like judicial system, judge, lawyer, contract. This is sometimes a card of marriage, priest, pope, leader of the congregation, committing to a path. Really heavy hitting energy, but it's like they're the underlying energy. So you're sitting on all this potential. A huge potential to reach a huge amount of people, subscribers, followers, fans, vendors, clients, customers, whatever that is for you. There's huge potential here, but because this queen is my work hard, play hard queen, you may be playing too hard. You may be distracted. You may not be focusing your attention where it needs to be. I think that's the major message coming through. All right, so what is the help available to you? This is going to be key. Let's see how we can help you. The Seven of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. Assessing, yeah, absolutely. The assessment card of where your energy is going to. Knights bring change and movement into our life. And specifically the Knight of Wands, it's Sagittarian energy. It's all about what excites us. What gives us motivation, enthusiasm, desire, passion. It's moving towards what inspires you. And again, some of you are having trouble with like the scheduling or finding time to do that skill, to do what makes you happy. But small progress or a little progress is still progress. It's being shown with earth energy, so it's very opposing dynamics. It's a very slow process to build your business, to build your empire, but little by little, you're going to make progress. Part of you want overnight success. That's what the Knight of Wands is saying to me. Almost one of the fastest moving knights. It moves like fire, right? It lights your fire, it lights your passion. But with that, fire burns out very quickly if you don't give it fuel and oxygen, if you don't devote the time and energy you need to create it, to build it, to allow it to exist and thrive. It's gonna burn out, and then you're just gonna be like wandering around doing nothing. There's a need to like tap into your creativity and follow that path and keep working at it. Assessing the seeds that you grow, or the seeds that you plant rather, will they grow into the future? It's taking that skill and moving it forward piece by piece, little by little. Because you're sitting on creativity, you're sitting on lots of passion and fun. The Knight of Wands is a lot of fun. This could be a job or a career or a position that does bring you a lot of joy and inspiration, and it could add magic to your life, right? And same with Pentacles. I mean, you have good Pentacle cards here. 7 and 8, that's pretty high up, but it's earth energy, so it's not going to be an overnight success. It's not going to happen overnight. Particularly the Wands, that can be my careers in entertainment. You know, if you're an actor or a singer or a dancer or an artist, we want that overnight success. We want the Cinderella story, right, Gemini? That feels very Gemini to me. It's not going to happen that way. This is saying little by little, and it's being clarified by the Page of Wands. Yeah, the page, the child, the messenger. It's very cute and innocent, but it's like you need to start taking it seriously. You actually have cards of progress. You have the page, then you have the knight, then you have the queen. It's like it's almost like you're graduating with every hour you spend devoting to this passion project, this side hustle, whatever it is. You're acquiring greater skills. You're learning the philosophers of the zodiac, seeking of knowledge and experience, right? You're progressing in your journey, page to knight to queen, but you need to find the time to devote to it, or like the seeds will not grow. If you're wondering, where's my money? Why isn't this working? It does seem like the dedication and the devotion to this need to increase. But again, bottom of your deck is 10 of Pentacles. Huge. But this is also asking, in order to obtain that grand prize, that raise, that promotion, that, I don't know, huge influx of subscribers or followers, what are you carrying around that you don't need? What unnecessary burdens are blocking you from achieving this? Four of Wands, this is like the soulmate card. This could indicate you are destined to do this. Even if it's not the soulmate, it's like the solid foundation card. This is a solid idea. Again, Wands. It's worth following because it will bring you joy. Your heart is in it. There's some passion here, but it's a 4. It's like we have to get beyond that. We have to get beyond the safety zone, the comfort zone. Spending an extra hour of the day, even though you're exhausted, it's going to help elevate your business. It's going to help escalate the amount that you can achieve, if that makes sense. There's something getting in the way of your money flow, but it's there. The potential is there. Longevity, legacy with 10 of Pentacles, loyalty and commitment to this skill or hobby that you have. It's like if you want to see the money come in, you got to put in the time and the hours. All right, so what is your final advice or guidance? And something about this is getting the magic back. If it's lost its magic, there's something about it that it's not exciting you the way it used to. Go back into the past to recognize what got you started down that path in the first place, because it's going to reignite it. I'm not getting that this is burning out. For most of you, I think your energy it feels exhausted. And again, as I said, lazy. And I'm sure with good reason, right? I'm sure there's a lot going on right now. It's about reigniting the spark, right? Reinvigorating your passion, going back to the past and understanding what got you started down this path in the first place. What made you want to be the Queen of Wands? Tapping into that energy. Underlying energy, your final advice or guidance is 5 of Pentacles. Awkward, I just heard. 5s are awkward numbers. They're uneven, awkward numbers. They are the agents of change and chaos. This is saying to me, if money is tight, if money is just okay, if money is down the toilet, something has to change. Again, she's out in the cold, abandoned, isolated, money is frozen, money is tight. You need to go back to the fire. You need to go back to the passion. You need to reheat it, right? You need to reinvigorate it. You need to get excited about this idea again, because the money is there. It's dangling, but it's like it hasn't dropped yet. Something about a piñata is coming through. It's like you break the piñata and there's money flow again. You break this plateau you've hit. There's something overhead. There's some thought maybe that comes to you, or some crucial piece of communication with the knight and the messenger. Somebody may say or speak something to you that makes you, I want to say, like, realize something that you could put into this. It maybe put like a different creative spin on something, or just get your head back into the game, right? Your cheerleaders, your soul tribe. It could absolutely be your family, spending time with your family. They may make you realize that making a mountain out of a molehill, you see it as this very difficult task to accomplish. Somebody may say something to you that offers you some sort of insight that there's a side road you could take. There's a shortcut. Thank you, Spirit. That's the word I was looking for. There's a shortcut. It doesn't have to be carrying this heavy load all the way up the hill. You're seeing that as how to get to your destination, but you're making it harder than it needs to be. Again, tapping back into your creative potential. Your Page of Wands, like, he does it because it's fun, because he's all about learning and excitement and new experiences. If you have like Page of Wands mindset, if you're looking for avenues of inspiration and creativity and sort of not taking it so seriously, but again, investing the time and hours committing to this being a fun journey, that's when I think money is going to change. Money is going to start to flow, and you'll be out of like this awkward situation where it just doesn't feel good. Underlying energy for that is Eight of Cups. Yeah, it's like, it's funny. Some of you have realized your Nine of Cups. You've realized what it is that you want to manifest and create your Nine of Cups, the wish fulfillment card. You're not there yet though. It's like you've plateaued at the 8. You recognize it, but it's about like motivating yourself to keep going after it. Because again, you see it as like, it's a mountain to climb. I'm already so overwhelmed just thinking about how I'm going to get there. The Page of Wands doesn't really think like that. And same with Knight of Wands. He goes off of instinct. He goes because it's fun. If it's boring, he's going to peace out. Putting the fun back into your situation, it's going to make what seems like an impossible feat more possible. Much more easy to realize and imagine, and yeah, getting your creativity back. Eight of Cups rather does talk about some sort of emotional risk, leaving a comfort zone, leaving people or something behind that is familiar, that it's not terrible. At one point it brought you some sort of emotional fulfillment, but it's lacking. And I know that because of the 5. Whatever situation you're in now, it's lacking, and the money isn't great. There's potential for so much more. The Soulmate card, the 10 of Pentacles, and the Queen of Wands. Go after whatever your intuition is calling you to do. And for some of you, it may be just starting new. Cutting your losses and being like, okay, clean slate, new beginning. I'm going to devote 2 hours to writing every day going forward now. It could be something like that. Especially in 2020, you know, New Year's resolutions, right? We're completing cycles. And again, having faith that you can do this, because if you don't believe it, nobody else will. That's so important. That keeps coming through here. Ten of Wands is also saying to me, yeah, you're going to have to put in some work, and it's not always going to be fun, but think about how good it's going to feel once you reach the top, once you accomplish those goals. And it may also be saying, don't set your goals so high. Set moderate goals. Instead of reaching for the 10, you know, be proud of the 4. I'm saying this in metaphor, but do you understand what I'm saying? Especially if you're setting some sort of goals for how much money or income you're making, don't set your goals super high. Don't shoot for the stars immediately. Yeah, start small and work your way up. Again, Page, Knight, Queen, like go, do you understand? Progress naturally. Don't try and rush it. Because your fire will burn out, right? You got to keep the fire going. Got to stoke the fire. Got to keep your health up, right? Got to keep your energy good. Holy cannoli. Great cards. Queen of Cups and Empress vibes. The Empress builds the empire. There's long-term financial stability into this. Again, creation. She is Mother Earth. She grows the baby inside of her. That baby is your creative project, whatever you're looking to grow and expand and capitalize on, because it's true to your heart. It's what your heart is calling you to do. Queen of Cups, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. It's all about tapping into your intuition and following that to fruition. So it's not just a dream. It's not just in your heart. It's thriving and living in the 3D. It's a card of Taurus, right? Earth signs, Taurus and Libra. And yet, justice, we were saying, like bringing balance or rebalancing the scales, like a clean slate, starting a fresh page. Something was out of whack. Maybe you spent more than you could afford, or you were spending too much time in one avenue and not the other, giving to your 9 to 5 but not your side hustle. Rebalancing the scales, because it's being true to what your heart wants and also what you want to create. Badass cards, lots of divine feminine energy too. Creative. The Queen of Cups is also very creative too, and anything involving like esoteric, psychic, tarot card reading, like the water signs in particular are very much in touch with the universe. So it's like you already know the answers. The answers exist within you to create whatever it is you want to bring into this world. But this does talk to me about putting in the time and effort, earning the title. Again, it's not going to be an overnight success. It's not going to be a Cinderella story without putting in like a little bit of hard work. All right, that's what I got for you, Geminis. Please do like, share, subscribe. Let me know in the comments below what resonates for you. Happy holidays, happy new year, and I will see you in 2020. Bye.